Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to SEGATHON. Another lovely tokusatsu game that we got here. VR Troopers for the Sega Genesis, and they got no choice. They gotta use their powers. So we got Ryan, Caitlin, and JB. I will say this, I give them props. I love the sprite work that they have in this game. But we gotta go Trooper Transform. And if you know about Saban's VR Troopers, then you know about this game. Long story short, Arcade is placed in the Tao's dojo, and they get mesmerized by it. But in order to not get mesmerized completely, they have to go transform. So yes, it's Trooper Transform. We are VR. I love it. I love the energy for it. We are going to go play on kid mode. Kid mode, from what I've learned, I love it. It's hilarious because the AI is beyond the word stupid, and it doesn't get aggressive until you get to the very end with Chameleon. We're gonna leave the time limit where it's at. We're gonna leave all that alone, and you're gonna see how crazy kid mode is, especially with the use of the powers. So we're gonna hit story mode. We're gonna jump in, and the timer is gonna start as soon as I click on Ryan Steele. As soon as I hit start for it. So our first battle is gonna be with Tankatron, and yes, we are gonna go kid mode for this. No Blu-ray. I would love for a Blu-ray of this to happen, but we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And of course we got 3 rounds to go through, so we're gonna just go bust. Oh no, fix this. There we go. We're just gonna keep throwing shuriken, 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 shuriken. And there we go. That's the first one down. First round. I didn't mean to take a hit right there, because that invincibility plus the punch is crazy. And we just want that so we can get the extra boost in speed. And there we go. That's how we take out Tankatron. And this is what we're going to be doing for a lot of these matches. And of course we get the superiority bonus. Don't even know what that means. And of course we see Jeb the dog. And we go into battle grid mode. Now if you remember in battle grid mode of VR Troopers, the TV show, they had these moments where they had to fight the Scuds, these lovely minions. Somehow I did that. Don't know how I did that. I'll take it. But basically, you actually want to hit the Scuds at the same time. You want them to actually hit each other. That's how you really defeat them. Because that's how you were able to defeat them in the show. With the Scuds have to actually hit each other. And I think we're on Decimator right now. I missed my first punch. That's all good. But we just get a beautiful stun lock. I mean, his name is Ryan Steele. Once again, Ryan Steele. And once again, he's going off of... He got the lovely Metalder suit going on. There we go. That's what I wanted. I love it. It says Ryan wins. And Jeb is always going to be there just to remind us, hey, time to go into battle grid mode. And once again, it's basically you're going to be stuck here for like 10 plus seconds each time. And of course, I'm just going to keep jumping. Kick the Scuds into each other. I wonder if I can get that same glitch to happen at the same time. Nope. And technically, you don't need to defeat them every time. On to Darkheart. In front of the Zictor building. But hopefully, anybody else got any lovely memories of VR Troopers? Because, I mean, I remember it, very well. And it's like, it's crazy to think that, with this game, with this show as a whole, it's like, oh, it was like 3 Metal Hero series put into one show, and they literally got canceled just because they ran out of footage. And there we go. Alrighty, to the next one. 30 seconds in the battle grid mode. I can't remember what the I know 2 of the 3 shows that they use for the footage for this. I know the one that we're looking at right now for Ryan Steele's first suit was from Metalder, which is a really nice tokusatsu series. Good Metal Hero series to look into. Nope. Oh, that's the thing. Yes, that's a thing that can happen. Yeah, you can get stuck in a loop like that. And then the other one, which is for Ryan Steele's second suit, is from Scheider, the Space Sheriff Scheider show. All right, here we go. Whatever this guy's name is. Oh my goodness, generic Power Rangers. It's not. I mean, once again, this is all. The shows like VR Troopers and Big Bad Beetleborgs, it was like trying to ride the hype of Power Rangers, which, because they're all under Saban. So it's like, oh, how can we use footage from Japanese shows, and how can we use footage from, these Metal Hero shows that nobody really didn't care about as much, for these shows. Yeah, from the same company, all from Saban. There we go. Power Rangers is just generic Ultraman. That's a new one. Ironically, I was just talking to my students about this because I am a teacher. And they was like, oh, I told them, like, oh, Ultraman came out first before everything else. It's like, oh, that's like, Ultraman is just generic Power Rangers, like off-brand Power Rangers. I'm like, oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. But I'm like, they're kids. They don't know. I'll take that. To the Magician. In hat. Oh wow, there's a move called in hat. We'll never see it though. Because Atomic Shuriken, go. And I love the animation that the Magician gives off. He's like, oh, I'm like literally falling over like in a cartwheel. Alrighty, round 2. Yeah, we're just getting up close and personal. Usually I wouldn't want to be this close to the enemy. Yeah, sometimes you gotta get a little up close and personal. So we are done with like the regular fights with different bosses, and now we're gonna get to these other, after all these other, battle grid mode fights. We're gonna start fighting like copycats of like our main cast. So I think the first one is JB, then we got Caitlyn, and then we go to Ryan. But this trick right here works on most, like on every, from my understanding, it works on kid mode and easy mode for grid battle mode, or battle grid mode, whatever. Yes, works 60% of the time, every time. Alrighty, time to fight our shadow copy of JB Reese. And I love how they do have his move, Laser Lance Command, which we'll never see. Because Atomic Shuriken go. And oh boy, the shadow copies are just scuds. Round 2. And honestly, I do like the music, because the music does really fit the theme of the show. You hear it's like dun 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 dun. Like it really has that, you know, it really stays true to the show for that one. I do like it. So we got 2 more shadow fights coming up. But we got more battle grid mode. Now we gotta stay in here for a minute. You can actually force them to jump. Like, they'll jump with you. I see that one was trying to karate chop me. Okay, as soon as you let it kick off, one starts to jump. There we go. That one just popped up out of nowhere. Yes, because at some point you're gonna get some scuds that'll be like, I'm just gonna jump straight at you, like, let's go. Alright, time to fight Caitlyn. Shadow Caitlyn. And honestly, I'm just using my lovely XYZ buttons. Thank goodness for a 6-button controller. And there we go. But anybody else got any love for, like, VR Troopers, Big Bad Beetleborgs? Because we got another, like, 70 seconds here. I've actually never played Rise of the Robots. There we go, we're making progress. We haven't gotten one that jumps like you usually get like a scud that will jump like extremely far just to get to you. Haven't gotten it yet. Oh no. There we go. Second time we got that lovely little glitch. Alrighty, here's to our final shadow fight against clone Ryan Steele. Apparently this one doesn't get the memo. Atomic Shuriken. Go. Ah, okay, a lot of spamming of low kick. So this is just spamming Atomic Shuriken. And there we go. So we are officially done all the shadow fights. And now we are on to our very last battle grid mode fight. So let's see. Let's see if we don't get hit with this one. 80 seconds. Nope, and that went out the window really quick. There we go. There's the fast one. Once again, I feel like the Scuds have like... I feel like their weakness is just, oh, they gotta touch each other. It's almost like a Z putty, where it's like, oh, just punch him right in the Z. It's like, hit him right in the one target area. This is just like, oh, you just push them right into each other. I have no idea what I just said to get excuse me on that one. I don't know if I need to say pause with that one. If I do need to say pause, pause. But hey, we got through all the battle grid mode fights. Oh, ooh, whoops, I did not mean to say it like that. As my students would say, pause. All right, let's focus. Chameleon, we'll start off by trying to do that. Oh, I got an uppercut. There we go. Last round, time will be with the final hit. So once the final hit comes up and it says Ryan wins, that is time. So we're on our last one. There we go, and that is time. And we've defeated Chameleon, we've gotten on a Grimlord's game, and congratulations, thanks to the heroic actions of the VR troopers, the reality barrier has remained intact. By overcoming Grimlord and his evil cohorts, our reality has been saved. JB, Ryan, Caitlin, Professor Hart, and of course Jeb would like to thank you for helping them in their mission. The world is safe from Grimlord's tyranny. For now. We are VR, and this is developed in the UK for Sega of America. That's crazy to think about, but we're not going to go through the credits. I'm going to just name this Sega just for fun, because I think if you name it Sega, they'll actually say the word Sega in there. I tried it one time and it worked, so let's see. I think it's gonna say Sega. Oh, it says bingo. Okay. My brain always heard Sega. But that's really it. That's the game right there. Thank you, SEGATHON, for accepting these 2 runs of, games that really not a lot of people play. So if you're interested in some Tokusatsu love and some Tokusatsu games, definitely play some VR Troopers, play some Power Rangers, and definitely, I would just say, play more. I would love to see more people play VR Troopers. I'm the one that has the world record currently. And you can find me on Twitch at proto_sonic, all lowercase. On Twitter, proto_sonic720. And of course, I have a podcast with my co-host, Crownless King OP. That Other Toku podcast, all available wherever you get your podcasts and love from, whether it's, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that lovely stuff. And of course, we have a Twitter for that one, at That Toku. And, thank you so much for having me on. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. There's so many more games happening with this. And, one final time. I'm waiting for it to say it because I wanted to say it with them. Super Transform. Alrighty, everybody. Catch you later. Peace.